Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and we're going to be breaking down the Beast Ground. Now overall guys, we're not seeing quite the impact that I thought that we would see when it comes to the spider. So unfortunately not seeing a huge impact with the Shroom Spooter, but still being placed in the guide quite a bit. We're going to be checking out Ciro's guide, see exactly where these beasts are being placed and how you can utilize them. All right guys, so here it is, Ciro's pet guide. I love that he has been updating this on a regular basis. Big shout out to him guys. Check him over on youtube.com/@Ciro_GT. The little links up there, the shameless plugs are up in the right hand corner. Let's run through this guys. So of course the great pets are the first ones we want to look at, and you'll also see the breakpoints at these when they are the most effective. Wing Lion still holding his own right here as a great pet. You can see the 12 and the 18 are really pivotal, focusing on the intelligence and the agility in here. High ultimate damage heroes, small energy buff. Overall, again, still seeing a lot of utility in a lot of different game modes. Now the Flutter Plume Owl, the exact same. I'm looking at the 15 and 18, but focusing on this pet or this beast with the intelligence, high damage over time, grouped allies and summoners, because it is an AoE effect that the owl actually puts on the ground, which can affect the summoning as well as the heroes that are in there, focusing on the intelligence right here. Savage Souffle, focusing on the agility, creates energy advantage, removes energy debuffs, also feeds energy, controls enemy, buffs damage at 18, which is big guys, which is the reason why you see the 18 right here in green. And here on the owl, I forgot, it does buff haste and improves the buffs as well. But the Savage Souffle, if you've been using this beast, it is very cool to see the energy and also the crowd control that the beast has makes a big difference. Talisman, again, still defensive, crowd control. If you're fighting Graveborns or if you're fighting Hypos, which of course we know is on rotation in a couple different formations, works incredibly well. Dive heroes, invade, and then of course looking at the strength and the agility in here, 18 is where you want to get these pets, guys. And you'll notice the level 18 on a majority of these pets are very, very solid. Looking at our Slumbering Seal, across the board, absolutely amazing. Deals damage and provides light CC. It is the 6th hero with the Slumbering Seal. That is what we've heard from the beginning. That is what we continue to see, guys. The Slumbering Seal does unmatched damage as any other beast does. Super, super effective in here. Adds damage if you can survive and ult often, which of course, a lot of heroes, depending on the build, can do that incredibly well. And again, the 18 is the build. Fox Fatale, which of course is the last beast that we got, charms enemy teams, weak enemy carry, additional control, helps keep team alive versus very dangerous or burst comps out of here. And you can see, guys, strength is the strong focus in here, as well as the level 18 ability works incredibly well. Now we get to the second one, which of course is the good beast. Still seeing a little bit of play out of Blade Ridge, not as much as we did. Shares team stats, main carry level 15, buffs the whole team, which is huge. And then it does have the intelligence rate down there. Phantasmoth, again, level 18, really strong, improves the normal attacks, debuffs the enemy, strong normal attack heroes. Now, unfortunately, a lot of those we're not seeing as much play within AFK Arena. Used to be Raku, used to be a couple different ones. Now we're not seeing the normal attack that is really being amplified in a lot of different formations, but still does have some use. And then, of course, the Rock Crown Lizard, still seeing this for the shielding aspect. And you can see the 12 is really where you want to build this one out. But strength and intelligent heroes are really strong. Now, we got the Fire Breather. 18, again, very strong. Protects squishy melee, enemy mages, enemy healers. It is a heal negate from this Fire Breather, which is huge. Prevents the enemy healing and also provides a carry. There are specific battles where if you're fighting a couple heroes that have the healing ability, especially when it comes to the Temporal Rift, guys, the Fire Breather can actually negate that to make a really big difference. Then we look at the Shroom Spooter, of course, is the new one. Not a huge priority to build, but you can see 12, 15, and 18 are very strong. Causes debuff zone, debuffs enemies. DR for allies, that is right, the invade team, grouped up enemies, and also protects the range allies depending on where you have them built. And then here be the dragons. That is hilarious. I actually seen this. And then of course the final ones, guys, these are the meh or the somewhat have to build. Bell Bellow doesn't even work under 15. If you are using the Bell Bellow before 15, again, really doesn't work. Comes very strong at 18, but again, you do have to have them built to 18 to actually be used. And then, of course, the Polar Beast and the Feline Vespero. Neither of them, I don't know, that are used anywhere anymore. So unfortunately, they've kind of went so far back with the Beast. And similar to what we see with Heroes is the more that we see released, we are slowly replacing some of the older beasts that we have. And especially if you don't have them built up considerably, or if you don't have that beast resonance built up to a point, you're going to find a lot more utility and a lot more effective pets. Now you can see in here, guys, he's got the average, the good, and the best in there. And then, of course, the min, the good, and the maximum of where you do want to take some of these beasts up. Beast resonance, of course, is huge, guys. I think a lot of players personally overlook the beast resonance when it comes to AFK Arena. It is probably one of the strongest places that we see for a lot of advancement, for a lot of progression. Also, when it comes to the damage, not only the buffs that you're providing to the heroes, but the abilities that these beasts bring when it comes to the Cursed Realm, the Treasure Scramble, the Nightmare Corridor, all the different game modes, and how prevalent and how important these beasts are. Now you see, guys, the blue, the green, and the yellow pet resonance. Again, focus on resonance until 12. 12 is really the game changing and the basis for a lot of these beasts. At 12, select key pets to focus until they're 18. Once key pets are at 18, continue working on all of them to 18. Once you hit 18, then it goes Seal, Talisman, and Owl, as you see it right here as of today. This is the way to build them, guys. So you actually do want to power level them all the way up to 12. Once you get to 12, you can kind of break off and focus a little bit more on the heroes. But again, 12, if you look at a majority of these, is kind of the basis where we're seeing most of these being super effective. Even the top tier looks like a lot of them are that 15, which is the basic, but we do have 12 on quite a few of them. So again, guys, I want to give a big shout out to Ciro and his pet guide. He has been updating this for a significant amount of time, and the time and effort that it takes to do this, guys, if you've ever done the visuals, that is the reason why I do not do them. I tried them quite a bit through Photoshop. It is incredibly difficult. So again, I love and will support his channel forever. Very cool, as well as all the other content creators for AFK Arena. To put this together, to spend the time and effort to provide this with an update on a consistent basis is absolutely amazing to see. So guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Link to the guide will be down below. And as always, thank you guys for watching.